have figured it out. I have. Nice. Hey guys, I'm Anubis here. Welcome back to some Genshin Impact. Now, update 3.0 has come out, and I'm super excited. New region, new story, new characters. Oh, for that. I'm super excited for this. Oh, that's cool. I do want to try these people. Another. Oh, yes. Come on. I'll try this person first. Nice. First, Druid character. I think it's Druid. Oh no, Dendro. First Dendro character. Ooh. Ooh. That's cool. She threw her bow. Okay. Well, it looks like she's still here.
Let's spark things up a little.
We just gonna be 9. I can tell.
Ready, steady, go! I'll protect us. Right this off the side.
Try not to enjoy this too much. You're
Dendro seems like it's going to be a good element. Let's see, this I think is their god.
Enshroud.
Oh my god, he's a bow user too? What? Oh, come on, man.
Can't see.
Interesting ability, though.
I'll uproot you.
Oh, that, okay. I might want him.
One with the forest.
That's a pretty cool ability.
Let's nip that in the bud.
Just like we rehearsed.
Can't see. I hear everything.
Hi! Fallen Amber, help!
I'll uproot you.
Okay, he's not half bad for a bow user. Not half bad, not half bad. Ooh, that looks, oh my god, that looks so cool!
Once, there was a glorious...
When creatures are affected by Hydro and Dendro, the blossom makes the target creating Dendro cores. Only a certain number of Dendro cores can exist at the same time when created once research or reached or duration ends. Pre-existing Dendro core will explode, dealing AoE Dendro damage. Come into contact with Pyro, they will trigger Urgeon, causing even greater AoE Dendro. Okay. Dendro cores go to contact with Electro. They will trigger Hyper Boom, which transforms homing swirling target. Okay. Interesting. Affected by Electro. Quicken will occur. Control. Quicken. Creature. Oh. Oh. Quicken creatures are affected by Electro or Dendro attacks. Spread reacting will occur, causing them to take additional damage. Oh, that's not something I want. Not a bow fan, but I will wish for that bow. Only 16 days for these character banners. All written. Shop. Pylon's bargains. 6,000 meters away. Oh, right next to the chasm, right next to Liyue. Really? Interesting. Maybe to unlock cover this dungeon.
Let's roll! Bam! Let's roll! Can't catch me!
Dang it. I have to be my character.
Bam!
This, right? I don't think this holds in this, but anything can give me a chest free primer gem, so
This world is...
Brings a smile to my face.
you have to do like a I think you have to do a mission, side mission here, or to unlock that, like all the other ones. So okay, no wonder I never done it. I don't care right now.
Step
Be back.
aside!
Ito. Step aside, Ito is here. Suckles. Okay, now.
Time to go.
Let's roll! Attaboy!
Okay.
Can't catch me!
Fast travel point down here. go both, but lame. I have to go over here. Stop shooting. Ooh, yeah, now we're getting into it. Oh, okay. Excited for the recipes that we're gonna get. It's gonna be vegetarian stuff, but I'm still excited nonetheless. Release digital exploration knowledge. Oops. This crest, which looks like a four petal flower, will sometimes appear in Sumeru. Oh, and there's who can manipulate the elements of the force crest. They can use it to travel swiftly. Sometimes you'll this camera surface those signals field. These make it interesting easier. Okay. Oh, look at this! Oh, they're cool.
A fateful offering.
It's fateful Oh my god, it's so pretty.
Now that we made it to Sumeru, our next objective should be to head to Sumeru City and find a way to meet with Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Lesser Lord? Wow.
And speaking of Lesser Lord Kusanali, even though we haven't heard too much about her, she doesn't seem to be the same deity who abducted your sister. But even so, people call Sumeru the Nation of Wisdom, you know. If we can get a chance to meet the God of Wisdom, maybe she can give us some useful information. But, Paimon doesn't know the way to Sumeru City. Maybe we can climb up to that spot with the statue of the Seven on it. That'll give us a way better view of things. Even if we can't see exactly where the city is, at least we'll be able to check for some smaller settlements nearby. Wait a second.
While a person approaches
There's
us?
someone up ahead. Perfect timing. Now we can just ask for directions rather than wander around like lost adventurers. Hey there. We're not from around here and seem to have gotten a little lost. We'd like to ask for some directions. Huh? Did they not hear Paimon? Hey! You over there! Could you give us some directions?
Huh?
What's going on here? There's no way she could have missed that. Oh, wait! Could she be ignoring us? How dare she? Well, even so, she might be heading someplace where we could find other people to ask. Let's keep our distance and follow her. When we get the chance, we'll just ask someone else for directions.
It's a horrible plan, Paimon. What? It's a horrible plan, Paimon.
Let's follow her. Just keep quiet. Make sure she doesn't notice us.
Square. There we go. Figured that out.
One with nature.
Switch back to my character again.
Just what will we come across?
The city is behind us. Cool.
Propagate!
Ooh. You gotta be within a certain distance. This looks kind of like dragon fruit. My character is almost dead. Ooh, star shrooms are a food item. Nice. It's taking a lot to get him up, and I just wasted 2 food on him.
Huh? She just walked near that small waterfall and then suddenly vanished. Let's go take a closer look. Paimon thought this cave would lead to a village or something, but it looks like that's not the case. Look, she's sitting over there. Wait, she couldn't possibly be living here, could she? What should we do now? Do we try asking her for directions again? It looks like she's meditating or something. If we bother her now, she probably wouldn't let us off very lightly. Oh! What a lovely smell! It's coming from that sensor over there. This is definitely not your typical place to call home, but at least it smells nice. Maybe living here wouldn't be too bad after all. Huh? What's the matter? You don't look too good. What? Is the smell making you feel sick? Strange. Paimon doesn't feel anything. What's happening? Traveler? This is no time for a nap. Oh, come on, wake up.
Wow. Oh, okay. That's so pretty. That's beautiful. It's not pretty. That's a freaking gorgeous tree. Okay, and someone is destroying the gorge tree. I will freaking dismember all your limbs. I'll first start with your fingers, then your elbows, and then your knees, and then your toes. I'll do your toes first, then your knees, so you feel it. And just slowly start sawing off your head. forget me. Or forgot. Forget or forgot.
Are you sure it's not serious? The Traveler's been out for a long time now.
Yes, you can relax. Believe me, Master is extremely knowledgeable. If he says that he's going to be alright, then there's absolutely nothing to worry about. Oh, are you awake now?
Oh, thank goodness! Traveler, you're finally awake! Well, we're at... Good question. Where are we? Paimon was in such a panic when you passed out that she even forgot to ask what place this is.
This is Gandharvaville. It was originally built by scholars from Sumeru as a place to rest in the rainforest. Now it's mainly used by the forest rangers as a base of operations. My name is Kale. I'm a trainee forest ranger. My master and I found you passed out during our patrol, so we brought you here. Oh, no things are necessary. I didn't do anything, really. By the way, how are you feeling now? Any discomfort? Oh, that's Master's herbal medicine you're tasting. He gave you some while you were unconscious. Before I forget, Master mentioned you should take more medicine once you wake up. Whoops!
Kale, what's the matter? Were you trying to retrieve the medicine? As I've already told you, you must be careful with these. All right, I'll get it for you once I'm finished here.
Sorry, Master.
Now, the guide to Avidya Forest's edible fungi is clearly posted on our bulletin board. But if Farbode forgets which mushrooms to avoid one more time, I'll have no choice but to leave the guide somewhere a little more visible. Like right smack on his forehead so others can remind him to be careful.
Right? This is the second time he's come down with food poisoning this month. I'll be sure to give him a good talking to.
Yes, please do. If, on the off chance, Farbode simply enjoys having little imaginary fairies dance before his eyes, then we'll just let him be. But the next time he requires any of our medicine, be sure to charge him accordingly.
Mangos, you gotta come into this. You're no longer in weed business.
So,
you gotta come over here and eat the
Feeling better?
mushrooms.
Oh, this is my master, Forest Watcher Tainari. He is chief officer over all the rangers here in Gandharvaville.
I already informed Paimon about the reason you fell unconscious earlier. But now that you're awake, let me explain it for you as well. It is common practice for Sumeru scholars of certain darshans to dedicate themselves to training and meditation in isolated areas, particularly the nearby forests. While meditating, they use a certain incense known as Spirit Borneol to help calm their minds as they enter a state of deep rumination. In hopes of asking directions, you two followed a scholar named Hypatia into her cave. The incense you smelled inside was the Spirit Borneol I just mentioned. That incense typically has no effect on most people, but for a very select few, it can have profound effects on one's cognition, as you experienced firsthand. Does that make sense? Very good. Now, answer me this. Did you feel anything after passing out? Say, any out-of-body experiences? Or did you see anything while unconscious? Kale, let the others know to stop bringing their patrol logs here for now.
Huh? Why?
Because these two will be staying here for the next few days. They can have my room and I'll bunk with Amir. Now get a move on and be sure to do as I've said.
Yes, Master Tainari.
Wait, hold on a second. Can you tell us what's going on?
Sure, let me fill you in. I originally planned to send you on your way once you finished your medicine. However, it appears now that you should stay a while longer in Gandharvaville for further observation while you recuperate.
Further observation?
No need to be hasty. As long as you have the capacity to judge between right and wrong, I promise that you'll understand the gravity of the situation once I explain everything to you. Based on what you saw after smelling the incense and losing consciousness, we can conclude that you experienced a powerful hallucination, which suggests your mental state is not in the best of shape. If you're skeptical, have a whiff of this.
Oh, are you okay?
You're experiencing a similar sensation as when you passed out, aren't you? So even though your condition is stable as of now, if I were to haphazardly let you leave, it's highly likely that you'd suddenly pass out again somewhere else. The rainforest is home to many fierce animals and hazardous areas. If something were to happen to you again, I'm afraid you might not be so lucky. For now, I suggest you continue taking your medicine each day and avoid wandering off on your own. At least until you stop having adverse reactions to this kind of smell, okay? Good. Now continue resting while I fire up another bowl of medicine for you.
You can't tell me what to do.
Seriously?
I have Oni Boy with me.
In Sumeru.
He'll kill
We're already
everything.
having problems left and right. Paimon knows we're set on meeting Lesser Lord Kusanali as soon as possible, but you really don't look too good. It'd probably be best to let you recover first. Hey! Are you even listening to Paimon? Paimon's over here worrying about you, you know. What's weird? You mean how you're feeling now?
Excuse me.
You mean the vision of tree roots and red skies you saw? But if those weren't hallucinations, what could they be? Well, considering how unique you are, Paimon trusts your judgment here. But why didn't you say anything about it to Tainari? If he misjudged your condition, then there's a chance you could get worse, right? Huh? You mean that Tainari already knows that what you saw weren't hallucinations? But if that's the case, why would he try to hide that from us? Oh, Paimon gets it now. That explains why you were so quiet earlier. Well, that settles it then. We'll stay here to rest up and figure out what's going on with your hallucinations. But it seems like asking Tainari might not be an option anymore. What do you think we should do? Good idea. Kale's pretty friendly. We can ask her tomorrow about what she knows regarding the Dendro Archon and customs in Sumeru. Rise and shine! Come on, it's time to go find Kale!
Give me this chest. Let me open it. Let me break it. I'm gonna break all your stuff. This is what you get for lying to me. This looks important. Oh, what's this? No destructibility yet. One of these days, you'll regret having me here. Things around here. Ooh, there it is. Ooh! These are cool. Come on! Got it. Haha! What did I just... Hey! It's another full creature. I have no idea what you are, but that reminds me of Popo, kind of. Popo, no, no! I think this is what I saw from over there. Yeah, it's saying it was behind us. Interesting.
All right, next let's see your right hand. Yes, not bad. But please remember that you still need to be careful. Understand?
Yes, I will. By the way, Master, I still haven't received the patrol route for today.
Look, Kale, today's patrol will be a long one, so you won't be coming along this time. Besides, there's a chance we may encounter... well, you understand.
But I have a vision too! Am I useless to everyone now?
Don't talk like that, Kale. This is not something you need to be worrying about right now. Ah, there you are. Feeling any better?
Yeah, since we'll be staying here for now, we thought we might as well try lending a hand around here.
Seems you're not the type to sit back and take it easy for a while, huh? In that case, perhaps Kale could take you two for a patrol south of Gandharvaville for the day. And if you're feeling up to it, you can be responsible for cleaning the Statue of the Seven.
Tighnari, we're ready to head out.
Roger, I'll be right there. All right, we'll be heading into the forest now. I'll leave any further details to Kale.
Yes, you can count on me.
So, Kale, what exactly are we going to be doing today? Tighnari mentioned cleaning the statue just now, but, that doesn't really sound like the job for a ranger.
Well, a forest ranger's responsibilities can be pretty diverse. They handle a variety of tasks, like checking the condition of outlying roads, maintaining forest facilities, ensuring fire prevention standards are met, and providing assistance to travelers and locals. As for Master, well, he has to handle more dangerous areas of the rainforest. Today we can perform routine checks on the pathway lamps as we make our way to the Statue of the Seven. Hi, Mom, traveler, this way. You can leave the task of checking the lamps to me. In the meantime, you two can keep an eye out for anything unusual. Nothing wrong with these two lamps. Let's move to the next ones.
Oh. Weird lamps. Maybe they open up like flowers and illuminate.
Oh, this lamp seems to be getting a little wobbly. Let me make a note of it. No problems with this lamp. Good. The Statue of the Seven is up on top of that large rock formation. You must have seen it when you came down this road before.
I've already
It's pretty
claimed
high
it.
up there, isn't it? Don't worry. If you're afraid you can't make it up there, I'm sure Master wouldn't mind if you don't clean the statue. Oh? I guess I'll leave it up to you then. There's not much footing once you reach the statue, so be careful up there.
Paimon will fly up with you and help you with those hard-to-reach areas. By the way, Kale, do you know anything about the Dendro Archon? You know, what's she like?
That depends. Are you referring to Greater Lord Rukkhadevata or Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Huh? Greater Lord Rukkhadevata? Oh, is that the name of the former Dendro Archon?
Uh-huh. Greater Lord Rukkhadevata was Sumeru's first Dendro Archon. She created the rainforest as well as the wall of Samiel around the desert.
There's
Her works
two
provided a
Archons?
means of
What?
peaceful living for everyone. To the people of Sumeru, she's not only a symbol of wisdom, but also of power and kindness. Unfortunately, she disappeared in a great calamity that occurred a few hundred years ago. According to what Master has told me, the sages later found the newly born Dendro Archon and whisked her back to Sumeru. To celebrate the reinstatement of their lost deity, the sages dubbed her Lesser Lord Kusanali and let her reside in the sanctuary of Sarasthana.
Wow, that's
Then what happened?
Well, and then...
shit title.
I'm not too sure what happened, to be honest.
Huh? You're not too sure? But aren't you from Sumeru?
Yeah, I'm from Sumeru. But...
Maybe it's difficult to discuss this topic with strangers. If that's the case, then don't worry, we understand.
No, it's not that. I'm not trying to hide something from you. Besides, I don't consider you two strangers.
Weird.
Anyway, you two know Amber, right?
Oh my god, are you serious?
You mean...
Yes, that's her. I once lived in Mondstadt for a while, and she helped me a lot during that time.
Wow.
You could even say that she helped me become a new person. There's
The
no one
useless
like
pyro
Amber.
user.
She lives life to the fullest while always adhering to her strong sense of justice. She's ready to answer the call for action at any moment, but is also very understanding of others. She's like the spark that lights the fire in everyone's heart around her. If you ask me, she's a prime example of a true outrider. She's the first person anyone coming to Mondstadt will meet. You can't help but be enthralled by her charm and enthusiasm, causing you to fall in love with the lands of Mondstadt and... sorry.
Paimon thought the work of Outriders was a little different from what you just described, but one thing's for sure, you really like Amber.
Sorry. I was rambling on just now. It must have sounded kind of weird.
It's alright, Kale. Knowing that you're a friend of Amber somehow makes Paimon suddenly feel a lot closer to you. So, how do you know that we've met Amber?
Well, after I returned to Sumeru, Amber and I have stayed in touch by writing each other letters. In one letter, she mentioned that Mondstadt was attacked by a fearsome dragon, but the city was saved by a mysterious blonde traveler and their floating companion. I knew you two were the ones she mentioned in the letter the moment I saw you. But, considering everything you've been through that day, I thought it'd be inappropriate to bring it up.
Ah, so that's how you knew.
Yep, so please know that you two have my complete trust. Really. I wish I could
Wow.
tell you more about the Dendroarchon, but I have been away from Sumeru for some time, and I haven't read any books. Sorry.
That's alright. You've already helped us a lot. We had never even heard of Greater Lord Ruka Devata or the Sanctuary of Surasthana until you mentioned them.
Oh, I'm happy that was helpful. There is one thing I want to ask, though. Why do you two want to know about the Dendroarchon? So that's why you're here. Thank you for telling me your story.
Don't mention it. We are friends after all, right? Alright, we have a statue to clean.
You both have my thanks. While you two are up there cleaning, I'll go ahead and inspect the forest canopy. Let's meet back here shortly.
I'm gonna grab these fruit first. Statue of the 7, teleport. 1.
Huh. Now that Paimon looks at it, the deity that's carved on the statue is kinda small. Do you think she's supposed to be Greater Lord Ruka Devata or Lesser Lord Kusanali? The name does seem to fit the statue somehow. Well, anyway, we'll have to figure that out later. Let's get started on cleaning the statue. Paimon will fly up and take care of the top, and you clean everything below. Nice work. That's one clean statue. Let's head down and meet up with Kale.
Cancel that navigation. Now, I saw.
The wind knows me.
One of those things on the map. Aha, there. What happened to that? Oh my god. Just don't mess with the rainforest. Okay, I can't go that way.
must be tired after all that climbing. Let's take a little break. I brought some fruit and water for us.
Yay! Food! What kind of goodies did you bring? Hey! Don't be a party pooper! It's not like Kale is a stranger or anything. Besides, the best way to compliment a chef is to show passion for their food. Xiangling taught Paimon that.
I prepared a nice portable dish that forest rangers like to eat called pita pockets. I hope you'll like them.
No! You dropped it on...
Not to worry. I wrapped a few layers of oiled paper around each pita. They should be fine.
Oh, Paimon nearly had a heart attack there.
Wow.
Those pitas are amazing! You're quite the cook, Kale. Thank goodness you wrapped them in paper. Paimon wouldn't have been able to sleep at night knowing something so tasty had been wasted.
You really know how to compliment the chef, Paimon. Since you liked it so much, I'll be sure to give you a copy of the recipe sometime. I'll even include all my personal cooking pointers, so you'll be making your own pita pockets in no time.
Yay! Thanks, Kale. It's hard
Yes,
to
the
believe
new
someone as
recipes.
good
Let's
as you
go.
could have
First
clumsy
one.
moments, too.
Oh,
I want to make so many of these, but I don't
guess
have
it
the
happens
balls to
from
make one.
time to time.
So, Kale, don't you think that Tainari's a little too strict with you? He won't let you touch anything without his permission. Paimon knocks stuff over all the time flying around the Traveler, but he's never said anything. Everyone has their clumsy moments.
No, you've got the wrong idea about Master. Sure, he may seem a bit harsh at first, but with some time, you'll see that he's actually very kind-hearted. I've heard the veteran rangers say that Master is from some ancient and mysterious race that is known for their cunning wit and reclusive nature.
And seems like an ass to me.
By the way, you've heard of the Academia, right? Well, there's a group called, something? Well, anyway, because Master does a lot of research on plants, sages from the Academia have written him many times, inviting him to take up an official position there. But Master declines their offers every time, saying, Sumeru City is too noisy. It'd be bad for my ears. I know, right? They've always wanted to pet them, too. Anyway, Master could have easily left the rainforest to take up a position at the Academia, but he chose to stay here instead as a forest watcher, helping the locals every day and passing on his knowledge to trainees. In fact, Master's the one who taught me how to make pita pockets.
Really? Paimon would have never guessed that. Oh, speaking of Tainari, he was the one who took care of you after finding you passed out yesterday. He even carried you all the way here. Paimon's still kinda upset, though. He kept scolding Paimon the entire way here.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. Master might have been overreacting a little. But,
What did she
it's
do?
mostly because Paimon wouldn't stop yelling, Why, oh why, is he going to die? It probably started to get under Master's skin after a while.
Don't laugh!
Okay.
Paimon was genuinely concerned about you.
Okay, I see. I understand why. He's...
Hey! Now even Kale started to laugh. Ugh, that's it! Paimon won't forget this! It's time for some primordial wrath!
We.
No! Don't touch me!
Oh, sorry, Kale. Paimon didn't mean to scare you.
What is...
No, I just... I didn't mean that.
Kale, are you okay? What's the matter?
No, I'm fine. I'm sorry. I must have startled you both reacting like that. Oh, well, it's getting late now. Let's hurry back to Gandharville. I think Master and the others should be back by now, too.
what was up with Kale just now? And why is she in such a hurry all of a sudden? Look, she's practically running back. Paimon can't even see her now.
Desert. Did we get 2 areas? Surely we didn't get 2 areas.
Traveler, you've returned.
Yep, we're back. Have you seen Kale by any chance?
Oh, Kale? Yes, I saw her go into her room just a moment ago.
Oh, okay. Guess we'll just have to wait and talk to her tomorrow then.
I shall wait in here like a good boy. That's as close to 8 as I can do. Hey, see, there's a statue over there.
Paimon was thinking all night about what happened with Kale, and still can't figure out what the problem might be. Maybe she's in a better mood now. Let's go check on her.
Ah, it's you two. I was just about to go look for you.
Huh? Tighnari? What are you doing here? Where's Kale?
I came to check on Kale's condition. To put it simply, she's not well.
You mean she's sick? How could she be... Oh, wait a minute. Could it be because of what Paimon did yesterday?
No need to worry. Something as small as you could never harm her. This sickness is something that Kale has been dealing with for some time. Kale has been more excited than usual since you two arrived. A little too much so, to be honest. She hasn't remembered to take care of herself. I suppose it's understandable, though. She hasn't been around anyone she considered a friend for some time now. It must have been refreshing for her to have you two here.
So, Tighnari, what's really wrong with Kale?
Let's take this conversation elsewhere. Kale just fell asleep after taking her medicine. She needs some peace and quiet.
You're not gonna tell us, are you? Where in the absolute... Okay.
All right, let's continue our conversation here, shall we? To be honest, I hadn't realized that you're that honorary knight from Mondstadt until Kale told me just now. I've also heard all about your deeds in Liyue and Inazuma. So, just to clarify, what I'm about to tell you about Kale is not because of who you are or your past feats. Instead, I am going to tell you because, well, because Kale asked me to. And honestly speaking, I was against Kale revealing her past to you. But she insisted, saying you two treated her with sincerity and as a friend. So now she wishes to reciprocate the gesture.
So, Tighnari, what exactly is wrong with Kale? You said this is something she's been dealing with for some time. Just how serious is it?
Right. Ever since she was a child, She's been afflicted with a disease called Elazar.
Elazar?
Yes, it's a disease unique to the lands of Sumeru. It is characterized by dark and hardened scales that form on the body. At first, the afflicted may only feel mild numbness on the affected area of the skin. However, as the disease progresses, one may begin feeling fatigued and even experience peripheral paresthesia. In its final stages, the disease strips a person of the ability to control their own body, and they effectively become completely immobile.
That sounds terrifying. Wait, hold on. So when Kale seemed to be acting a little clumsy earlier, it was because...
Correct. That would be the effects of Elazar, which is precisely why I do not want her carrying or holding anything, lest she ends up hurting herself. With appropriate treatment, the disease can be effectively controlled before it progresses to a more serious stage. However, there is unfortunately still no true cure for Elazar. Nevertheless, Kale's mother still hoped that there was something out there. She handed Kale over to an organization known as the Fatui after one of their members lied and said they had a cure.
What? The Fatui?
Ah, it appears you are already familiar with them. That'll save me some explanation. Anyway, the person who eventually rescued Kale and brought her to me for care said that she had been given to a harbinger known as the Doctor. I have no idea how this doctor managed to do it, but her case of Elazar was completely stable for all the years that Kale was with them. However, Kale's days with the Fatui were anything but pleasant. Kale is a resilient individual and always tries to appear cheerful, but her experience with the Fatui has left deep scars. Even now, she can still feel deathly afraid of someone touching her.
Oh, Paimon had no idea Kale's been through so much suffering.
Oh, by the way, Paimon, Kale wanted me to tell you that she's sorry for scaring you yesterday. She also wanted both of you to know that she's sorry for hiding her illness.
She doesn't need to apologize. None of this is her fault at all.
Well said. I hope you'll get a chance to tell her that in person the next time you see her. Kale once thought that it would be impossible for her to have any real friendships. I trust that you two will never let my trainee experience such emotional pain again.
Don't worry, Tainari. We'll take good care of her.
Well, it's not too serious at this point. She overexerted herself the last couple of days, which is what led to her breakdown this time. As long as she has taken her medicine and gets plenty of rest, she should get better. Though, I must admit that Kale's condition was much more stable when she first arrived here in Gandharvaville. She was interested in the work of the forest rangers the moment she saw us. I could see that she was serious about learning, so I felt compelled to ask her to join us. Her stamina has gotten much worse recently. Though a moderate amount of physical exercise is always necessary, I'm afraid the long-distance patrols are a little too much for her now. All right. Now that I've told you about Kale's past, I think I'll head into the rainforest to find some ingredients needed for her medicine. I'll see you two later.
Yeah, we'd like to do something to help Kale too.
All right, but I must warn you two. The rainforest is a dangerous place, especially for someone who's still recovering like the Traveler. You must follow closely and listen to every instruction.
No problemo.
The Traveler's
Let's
not going
go
to come along.
We'll be looking
Ito
for a
and
plant known as Lunar
Kazuha.
Lotus. It's often used to help those afflicted with Elazar recover their energy.
Hey, Tainari? Where exactly are we going to find this plant?
Lunar Lotus can be found all over the rainforest, but it often grows right here around Gandharvaville.
Given the name, it sounds like we should be looking for it in the water.
You are correct. Lunar Lotus grows in the water. When fully matured, they look like giant blue flowers floating on the water's surface. Quite an attractive species, if you ask me. The large petals are actually the plant's leaves and sepals, which surround a very small flower. You should note that many of the plants found in Sumeru have names that are contrary to their species. Take the Kalpalata, for example. The plant is not a lotus at all, but rather a vine. And then there's the Sumeru rose, which is not a rose, completely contrary to its name.
Oh,
see an enemy.
Note to Paimon. Never bring up the topic of flowers with Tainari.
Ooh. Got water mushrooms now. There's more at the top, I think.
Let's roll! Can't catch me! Attaboy!
Ah! I saw some flowers over here somewhere.
Can't catch me! Can't catch me!
Over here. There's 3 fast travel points over here, really?
Into the wind!
This is white iron, right? Yeah.
The wind knows me. Clear weather all around. One with nature.
This would be kind of map that I would love. Beautiful, calm, good place to take a nap. Hey, that actually might be the city. Where is that at? Aha, there. Okay, I'm gonna abandon my friend for this city.
Time to go.
I like the music. I think that would fit the desert more than rainforest. I don't know what kind of music is in where the rainforest is, so maybe I'm wrong and I just offended a bunch of people.
Are just make-believe characters.
The third one somewhere.
Taking a stroll in the middle of a downpour certainly rouses the spirit. But it's best to dry your clothes as soon as possible after the rain stops. Brings a smile to my face.
Animal mushroom.
Time to go.
Clear weather all around brightens the heart.
The wind knows me.
Ow.
Time to go.
There we go. Got those 3 fast travel points.
Taking a stroll in the middle of a downpour certainly rouses the spirit. But it's best to dry your clothes as soon as possible after the rain stops.
Haha, could have put it all in before. I got to the point now. What?
There should be lunar lotuses growing somewhere in this area. Let's split up and begin. If you could manage to gather 4 of them, that would be sufficient. We'll rendezvous here once you've gathered the needed amount.
Alright! Hey, Tainari! We found the lotuses you requested!
Let me take a look. Good, very good. These are all excellent quality. I'm quite glad you two came along. Your exploration experience helped save me a lot of time here. It seems we even have enough time to stock up on some other things I need.
Hey, Tainari!
Oh, Tainari! Someone's calling your name! They're dressed like a forest ranger.
Ah yes, that's Amir and the others. But didn't they just set off not too long ago? What are they doing back so early? Let's go find out what's going on.
Tainari, thank goodness we found you here. We were just about to head back and find you at Gandharvaville.
What's going on?
We just discovered a withering zone.
The withering is back? But the patrol route you were on should have been already clear just a week ago. It reappeared so quickly. Can you tell me the exact location?
It's up ahead, deep in the river valley. It's appeared in a spot that blocks nearly the entire narrow part of the valley area, so we decided to come find you as quickly as possible.
And the radius of the contamination?
Sorry, I couldn't get a clear enough view to tell.
No one in our patrol team had a vision, and it appeared to still be spreading. So we didn't risk getting any closer.
Okay, I understand. You made the right decision. I'll go deal with it right away. In the meantime, please guide these two back to Gandharvaville.
Wait, Tainari! Why don't you...
You two have only just arrived in Sumeru. You're still unfamiliar with many things in these lands. There's a unique type of anomaly that occurs in the Sumeru rainforest. It's called the withering. The affected areas not only cause nearby vegetation to wither, but it's also lethal to wildlife and even people. If you don't carry a vision, then you should think twice before approaching such places.
Yes, Amir is absolutely right. I wasn't kidding when I said the rainforest is a danger. As Amir said, only someone with a vision, that is, the power to manipulate elements, will be able to resist the withering's corrosive effects for a time.
That's right. If any of the forest rangers without a vision come across a withering zone, we first make a record of the location and then have a ranger with the proper abilities deal. Only someone with a vision can venture within a withering zone and find a way to deal with it. But you don't seem to carry a vision.
Don't worry. He may not have a vision, but he's a real pro at using the power of the elements.
It seems the rumors about you are true. In that case, all right, you two may accompany me. We typically only teach visitors how to identify the withering as they're about to leave Gandharvaville. We'll make an exception today and show you what it looks like up close.
Did it say anything like the real world? Dead grass? Tree is almost falling over. Yeah, something like this. That seems about right.
Stop. Don't move any further. Look there in the distance.
Huh? Where? Oh, look! Those plants have withered! That whole area is kinda gloomy. Even the air looks like it's filled with ash. Oh, Paimon doesn't like the look of this.
That is the withering. Alright, Traveler.
I thought it looked
We're
like...
going to have to enter that withering zone. Once inside, we'll need to look for what we call tumors of the withering. If we eliminate those, then the area will be saved. Thank you, but I must warn you. Don't push yourself. This is your first time handling this sort of thing, after all. Even with elemental powers, once you step inside the withering zone, you may experience extreme discomfort. If at any point it becomes too much, return outside the zone and take a breather. It could become a matter of life and death. You ready then? Let's go.
It's okay. Food usually brings me back to life.
First, we must locate any branches sustaining the withering zone.
Yoink.
Into the wind.
Bam! Let's roll! Bam! Attaboy! Can't catch me!
Great work. Now that all the branches have been cleared, we'll need to take care of the tumor.
One with nature.
Now, destroy the tumors of the withering.
We did it! Everything's returning to normal now!
Yes,
Let's go.
thanks to you two. We were able to quickly restore this area back to normal.
Tainari? You make it sound like we did well, but why does Paimon have the feeling you're worried about something?
It's that obvious, huh? Alright, it's like this. Recently, the rate at which the withering zone appears has been increasing. Even though we were able to quickly clear that withering zone, it won't be long before another one appears. If that simply meant more work for me, then that wouldn't be an issue. But it's far more severe than that. The withering is leaving lasting effects on the rainforest itself. For instance, even though we cleared out the withering zone, many of the plants that were affected will not recover. This presents a crisis for the ecosystem itself. Many plants in the rainforest are already in decline, directly impacting the wildlife that depends on those plants. And most disturbingly, as the appearances of withering zones have started to increase, Kale's case of Elazar has also become more serious.
Huh? Well, why's that?
I'm still not sure of the exact reason. However, I've received word from acquaintances at the academia that similar cases are being reported for patients with other conditions. No, none that we know of. The withering has been recorded in Sumeru for millennia. It's said that it originates from the depths of the world. By the way, have you heard of Irminsul before? Irminsul is a tree located deep beneath the surface. Although it isn't like any tree we know in a biological sense, you can basically think of it as a large tree that grows downwards rather than upwards. I'm sure you've heard of ley lines, right? They're like the roots of Irminsul, spreading and extending from a massive cavern deep underground all the way up to the surface. Ley lines continually absorb the memories of this world, which are then funneled into Irminsul, allowing it to collect knowledge and wisdom from ancient times to present day. The Dendro Archon is known as the God of Wisdom because her consciousness is directly connected to it. It is also said that the Dendro Archon's power is a manifestation of Irminsul. And as for the Withering, its emergence is related to a disease that's affecting it. That's right. My ancestors learned of this from Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's familiars a long time ago. But even those mysterious creatures did not know of a cure for Irminsul. I'm afraid we Rangers will be battling the Withering Zones here for a long time until a cure is found. Alright, that's enough on this topic for the time being.
The cure is standing
Now
right
that we've
in
taken
front of
care
you.
of things here, it's time for us to head back to Gandharvaville.
I will go in and I will cleanse that tree. Mark my words. It will be dealt with. Swiller voices. Whee.
Oh, Tainari, you all made it back. How did it go?
The Withering Zone you reported has been taken care of. No need to worry. Huh. Wait, is that? Oh no, Hypatia!
Huh? What's wrong, Tainari?
This Duskbird is Hypatia's designated courier for urgent news. You do remember her, don't you? She's the scholar you and Paimon were following when you first arrived in Sumeru.
Oh, her? How could we forget?
Let me see what's written in the letter first. Oh.
So what's it say? And what's with that weird expression on your face? All Paimon sees are 3 squiggly lines.
Yes, allow me to explain. After we brought you from Hypatia's cave to Gandharvaville, Hypatia resumed her meditation. She must have just finished. It's been nearly 3 days since she's had anything to eat, and it appears she's forgotten to prepare some rations. This letter is her asking us for help. We need to go.
What? You mean she's been sitting there for 3 days? Hey, wait, how did you know all that from just a few lines on the paper?
Well, obviously because this has happened before. Last time she drew 5 lines, and by the time we found her... Well, I'd prefer not to remember that. Needless to say, Hypatia's been through worse, but we should still get to her as quickly as possible. I've got some emergency rations set aside for times like these. Paimon, Traveler, could you two bring these to her?
Wait, you want us to bring her the rations? But will the Traveler be okay if her cave is still filled with that funny insect?
Let's find out. Here, Traveler, take a smell and see. So, how do you feel?
Huh? Really? You're not feeling even a little drowsy? But wait, how'd you know that he'd be okay this time, Tainari?
Back when we were clearing the Withering Zone, I observed that he could adeptly manipulate the Dendro element. I knew then that he would be fine. And if I may ask, when I was telling you two about Irminsul's ley lines, was what I described similar at all to what you saw while you were unconscious? That's correct. Those weren't hallucinations at all. Though I don't intend to apologize for deceiving you. Because what you saw is of significant importance. not just for the nation of Sumeru, but the entire world of Tevat. My forefathers were shown much favor by Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. We took an oath to protect this nation together with her. Now that that duty has fallen to me, it was part of my responsibilities to ascertain whether you could be entrusted with the fate of Sumeru. Now, after seeing you in action with my own eyes, you have earned my confidence, and I no longer feel the need to hide any secrets from you. When you passed out, your consciousness had connected directly with Irminsul. What you witnessed were actually real memories contained within Irminsul itself. I could try to tell you more, but it would be better if you went to ask Hypatia instead. Her focus on meditation and use of Spirit Borneol are aimed at establishing a connection with Irminsul, just as you did.
That sounds nice and all, but will she really help us? Seriously, she completely ignored us the last time we tried talking to her.
That was because when you ran into her, she was in a special phase of her training. During that time, she must avoid communicating with others. Please, wait here for a moment.
Man, monks take it seriously here. Well, monks take everything serious. All their training all serious, no matter what it is. I can't stay focused long enough for something like that.
Here, take these. It's a meal I packed for Hypatia, as well as some other ingredients. I'm sure it'll come in handy. Also, here's a letter that I would like you to give to her. Just show it to her and she'll answer any questions you may have. No. I should be the one thanking you. You've both been a great help these last few days.
Hypatia should still be in the cave. Let's go inside and see how she's doing.
Time to go.
Hypatia should still be in the cave. Let's go inside and see how she's doing.
Dang it.
Time to go.
Hello? Hypatia? Hey, there's nobody here. Maybe she went out to look for some food. Let's try looking around the area. Hypatia, are you alright?
So hungry.
There's no way we can get her to eat in her current condition. Huh? Wait, why does it look super foggy outside all of a sudden? Huh? How'd things out here end up looking like this? What happened? And where are we? Really? Oh, maybe you're right. Let's go.
Interesting. It's like that old movie Hunger for Kids. God, I feel old now.
Wow, this place is huge! Paimon knew there's something off about that cave. Let's think of a way to get over there and have a closer look. Maybe we'll find a lead of some kind.
Time to go.
I have figured out your what the fuck?
What happened just now? Why'd everything around us suddenly change?
Why am I in this mess? Because Kazuha is my main dude. Help! Need an adult. Oh, what the fuck is going on? I'm tripping balls. Ah!
Time to go.
Oh yeah, this is no more my speed.
The wind knows me. Spring forth! One with nature.
Let's roll! Attaboy! Rally!
Into the wind. Fallen leaves. Adorn my night!
Bam! Let's roll!
Ah, no! Chest! Stop! Let me go! No! No! No!
One with nature. Time to go. Time to go. Time to go.
It's a great for some food. Or nothing. Wow, you gave me nothing. Lame. Excuse me. Ooh. Okay, guys, I'll stop eating the shrooms.
What in Tibet is going on here? This place is getting weirder by the minute. Hey, what's the matter? You don't look so good.
What? Okay, that just turned into a picture. With Paimon, what in the Tibet is going on? This is so bullshit. You've got to be kidding me.
Well. Looks like we meet again, traveler.
The Abyss Herald! What are you planning to do in this strange place?
Strange place. Plotting. You needn't worry about such things. They don't concern you. Bow before the abyss.
The wind knows me.
Attaboy! It's showtime!
Abyss roar!
Let's roll!
Into the wind.
It's futile!
Clouds high. The birds
It's nigh!
Bam!
one with nature.
The end will come!
Huh? Why can't we beat this guy? Oh, Paimon doesn't get it! We've faced others like him before! What's wrong this time?
Traveler, though you may have managed to avert countless crises before, your good fortune was bound to end sooner or later. It's time you realize how weak and powerless you really are. Your sister. Oh, pitiful traveler. Are you really so ignorant? Or are you just living in complete denial? Her Highness has long since forsaken you. Your meager existence in her eyes is that of an annoying bug, only to be stepped upon. The bonds of love and family which drive you to find your sibling are utterly gone. Your journey is meaningless. But don't you fret now. Today will be your last. Now die!
What do we do? We haven't seen her Oh, there she is! Well, the good news is that she's still conscious. Hey, why'd you drop her food on the floor like that? Guess that makes sense. She does look kind of rough at the moment. Anyways, we can talk about this later. We better make sure she's alright first.
Don't pick the food up or anything.
Whoa! Wait a sec. Look at all this fruit lying around her. We can put that to good use.
Who is there? Tainari, is that you? Huh?
It's okay. You can relax, Hypatia. Tainari sent us here to bring you some food and water. Here, we have a letter that he asked us to give you.
I see. So, you're friends of Tainari. I apologize for all the trouble I've caused you. I'm grateful that you came so quickly to save me. You even brought all this fruit.
Well, actually, we didn't bring the fruit. It was already here when we arrived. We were kind of wondering about that, actually. When we found you here, there was all this fruit lying around and even some juice dripping from your lips. How did you end up like this anyway?
Oh, really? I seem to understand now. All the fruit was likely from my, neighbor. Must have come by and saw me like this.
Your neighbor? You mean there's someone else living nearby?
Oh? So you're able to see them too?
Wait, hold on a second, Traveler. You say that before we arrived, you saw some mysterious creature and suddenly had a strange dream? Isn't that a little too crazy to believe?
No, I actually do believe what the Traveler is saying. I myself had a similar experience once before and ended up scaring my timid little neighbor here. You needn't worry. They mean you no harm. They only dragged you into the dream because they hoped to buy themselves a little time in order to scurry away.
So, Hypatia, just what kind of creature is your neighbor exactly?
I'm not sure what it's called, to be honest. But I do know that they have some sort of deeper connection with the Dendro Archon. I know this because the first time I saw them was also the exact day my consciousness was able to form a connection with Irminsul. Even after I opened my eyes and stopped meditating, my heart was still pounding, and my mind was racing with all the knowledge that I had touched. And at that very moment, I suddenly noticed a small figure at the opening of the cave. In my curiosity, I began to walk over to the creature. They must have already been used to me living in the cave, because they didn't seem to mind me approaching them. They just kept doing whatever they were up to. It wasn't until I crouched down next to them that they suddenly realized that I could see them.
Oh! And then?
And then I had a dream. By the time I came to, they were nowhere to be seen. I was convinced they'd never show up again. But sure enough, I saw them nearby a few days later. And they weren't alone. I feel like they aren't as afraid of me as the first time I approached them. But I never would have expected them to save me. Yes, no doubt about that. By the way, Tainari mentioned in his letter that you had questions for me regarding Irminsul.
Excuse me.
Sorry about that. Sounds
almost.
like just drinking juice still isn't quite enough for my stomach.
Well, if somebody hadn't dropped the food earlier... Anyway, looks like we'll need to prepare something ourselves. Besides, Paimon's getting hungry too. Alright, we're up, Traveler. Today's menu will feature sweet madame and a radish veggie soup. You'll love them, Hypatia. There are specialties after all.
No.
Sounds good. I've never tried any dishes from other nations before. I certainly look forward to it. It's been so long since I've had a decent meal, too. To be honest, the last time had to be when Tainari came to visit.
I'm taking the stick.
No! I was wondering what that was and I clicked too fast. I didn't even read.
Let's use the empty box that Tainari gave us since we already watched it. Oh, it smells amazing. And the box is a nice touch too. Let's go serve this up and start eating with Hypatia.
Dang it.
Are you already finished cooking? Mmm, smells delectable. I'm truly thankful whenever I can enjoy a proper meal like this. Cooking really isn't my forte. Even though everything you mentioned was in Tainari's letter, it's still hard to believe you were able to connect with Irminsul immediately after smelling Spiritborn eel for the first time. It took me nearly 3 years before I could do so. And everyone at the Academia even lauded me as a genius. You should know that some researchers spend their entire lives without ever successfully connecting with Irminsul as you have.
So why does this incense allow people to connect to Irminsul?
The ingredients used to make Spiritborn eel primarily consist of plants created by Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. These special ingredients are conducive to heightening our senses to the Dendro Archon's power. Since the root of the Dendro Archon's power lies within Irminsul, we can occasionally tap into her powers to peer into the depths of the earth. Naturally, anyone who can establish a connection with Irminsul in their first ever attempt must be a person of great understanding.
Makes sense. But Paimon's got a question. Why was he sensitive to the smell of those plants for such a long time?
That was primarily due to his body's unique constitution. Stimulated by the incense, he could perceive the Dendro Archon's power and experience the sensory overload, hence the adverse reactions. Taking in any scent similar to the ingredients of Spiritborn eel would cause adverse effects. Not to worry, though. It appears you've already fully recovered. Technically, your body should still be sensitive to the powers of the Dendro Archon, but unless you're using intentional meditation techniques, the scent of Spiritborn eel should no longer trigger such reactions.
Whew. Well, that's a relief.
I must admit, I am quite envious of your abilities. Even if it meant suffering from pounding headaches for the rest of my life, I'd consider it worthwhile so long as I could connect with Irminsul at will.
Whoa, you're really serious about this whole thing, aren't you?
I am a researcher after all. As a member of the Ritaoist Darshan at the Academia, my main area of research is the stars and their connection to the fate of living beings. But there is still so much we don't know, especially regarding the mysteries that lie in the starry skies. Which is why I must turn to the all-knowing Irminsul for answers. If only my perception wasn't so limited. Unfortunately, I cannot guarantee that my every attempt to attune with Irminsul will be successful, or that doing so will leave my consciousness intact. I am currently in the stage of training known as Satyavada life. Many researchers in Sumeru have lost their minds while seeking to attune with Irminsul during this stage. Sages have said that Irminsul contains divine knowledge, and touching such knowledge without the proper preparations and abilities will only lead to one's mind caving in on itself. That's why we meditate alone. We need to ensure that our minds will be calm while minimizing the possibility of involving anyone else.
Whoa! So knowledge from Irminsul can be super dangerous! Aren't you afraid of the risks, Hypatia?
Of course I do. Especially during nights that are pitch black with no moonlight, and dead silent without even the sound of insects. However, I've been feeling better as of late. I don't get as scared anymore knowing that I have a little neighbor living nearby. I believe that being able to see them is a sort of blessing from the Dendro Archon. But what's strangest of all is that they're clearly an envoy of the God of Wisdom herself. And they have the curious power to make people dream.
What's so strange about that? It doesn't sound so out of place for a divine being, does it?
Well, it's strange because nearly nobody in Sumeru can ever dream.
Oh, is that true?
Yes, well, to an extent. Only children can dream in Sumeru. Adults, however, never do. The sages say that wisdom implies rationality, but that which occurs in dreams is often neither rational nor logical.
Alright.
Yes, if one struggles with anxieties, those emotions could influence their dreams. The fact that the people of Sumeru do not have dreams is seen as a blessing by the sages. They believe that Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, the god of wisdom, is keeping us away from the foolish delusions you encounter in your sleep. I was born into a family of scholars in Sumeru City. Ever since I was a child, my parents would always tell me that I'll know I've grown up once I stop dreaming. I studied hard, enrolled as a student in the academia, and went on to become a researcher. Sure enough, I never dreamed again. But then, on the day I scared the little Aranara, I suddenly saw a dream again. It was incredible. Though I don't exactly
You're a
remember
great
what I
big
saw,
phony.
I clearly recalled the feeling.
I know.
I suddenly felt like
I was actually surprised to even know you're on the mic.
back then.
I was hoping to come in here and talk shit and you not be there.
But I was free of fear.
I'm streaming. Of course my mic's gonna be on.
Oh.
Yeah, I just went to the bathroom, got my dad up, and I just got back a couple minutes ago.
Damn, I should have came a few minutes sooner.
Yeah. That's okay. I would have watched my stream back and be like, Jay, you mother...
Just hop on. Zombie, you here? No answer. I bet. I hope he's not streaming. Yeah, man, don't fucking follow him. He's trash. Go back. Like, oh, fucking really talking shit.
Yeah, and then just leave.
See, it'd have been funnier if I'd have been like, yeah, I only joined because I knew you were streaming. I just came to talk shit.
Please be sure to come and see me. There's no need to be thanking me.
Yeah, the new area in Genshin just dropped.
Besides, I'm already looking forward to tasting some more
nice.
Cooking.
I'm so pissed. I did a max raid battle last night before I got off on Pokemon.
Yeah.
And it was a Mewtwo.
And you failed, didn't you?
Yeah, because of the randoms I brought. Kept fucking failing, and I'm like, you assholes, quit dying.
Stop dying, I need this Mew!
Pokemon should only die if I say it's okay.
What's the point of Pokemon if I can't bend them to my will?
I swear to God, when people go, that's not right, that's animal cruelty. Bitch, no, it's just slavery with extra steps.
I'm surprised Pokemon has stayed as relevant as it has, considering PETA, like, tries as hard as they can to prevent that stuff from happening. Like, they finally got
their argument. It'd be like, yeah, you guys are really gonna bitch about a cartoon character that's fake. That's a mouse that shoots electricity, and he's being put through so much abuse. Bitch, he's animated.
Like, I remember when Skyrim came out, they did, like, right when it came out, they called Bethesda out on animal cruelty because of you kill dragons to get shouts. And I'm like, okay, so if a dragon is real and it's terrorizing people, we're not allowed to kill it because you morons don't want to hurt animals?
Think about it.
Let us just wipe out humanity. People should die in order for this one animal to live. This very dangerous one that could wipe out an entire planet.
Yeah, well, I won't take advice from the person who's literally fucking a horse.
As Sage Kage clearly stated, your presence and guidance in Sumeru City is
because that's their argument. They're like, you gotta befriend the animals. They're your brethren. Is that why your dick's in them?
Let's at least listen to
That is not why. Well, there's gotta be a fucking reason.
Into the academia, not to cause a scene.
But then I can't remember when, but the PETA actually finally shut down the world's largest circus. It took them ever since PETA was formed to take them down. They finally succeeded.
You talking about Circus Olay?
Yeah, I think that was the one. The one like The Greatest Showman's based off of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Circus Olay. It's not even an American. It's not even in America. That's the funny part.
I know.
Figured that given his temper, he would come here and berate me personally.
The
Like,
fact
I
that
think
they
Cirque du
actually
Soleil came, what, to
succeeded,
America
it
once or
irritates
twice?
me.
Dude, that's funny as shit, because if you think about it, like, Cirque du Soleil only came to, like, America maybe once or twice to do, like, circus acts. But they're from, like, I'm pretty sure, like, Russia or Germany, one of the two.
I think it's Germany.
But, like, still, that's pretty funny that they're gonna sit there and bitch about it when it's in another fucking country.
I think there's a
And
reason it only came to America twice. The first time PETA was probably protesting it the entire time it was going on. They're just like, all right, we'll come back when everyone calmed down because we're a well-known circus. They came back, PETA still did the same thing. They're like, all right, we're not coming to America again. You want to see our show? Come see us elsewhere.
Swear to God, dude, and Cirque du Soleil has been around since, like, what, the fucking early 1900s?
Mm-hmm. And for them to be taken down by a corporation that has no business sticking their nose into non-American animal-related cruelties, it freaking pissed me off. I was like, this has been the largest and most successful circus, and you're, because of a few animal cruelties that you think are going on, those animals probably get pampered more than the people who work there do.
I mean, in all reality, it's like 50-50, because you can't have a dangerous animal under your supervision and treat it like shit, because it's gonna snap and attack motherfuckers.
Oh yeah, because they have lions, elephants, leopards, like, sorry.
Bro, they had the only bear that I find funny as shit, the only bear to ever ride on a fucking, like, giant-ass beach ball and be able to continuously balance on it for a long period of time without falling over.
Bears are actually pretty, yeah, they're really, bears are really adept at stuff like that normally, but for them to actually do it on a ball, that was probably the craziest thing I've seen when I watched videos on it.
But maybe you can give it a try.
Oh? What is it?
It's called an Akasha Terminal. It's a tool produced by the Academia that utilizes the legacy of Greater Lord Ruka.
Sort of got my dogs are assholes. They both can't fucking share the food.
Of Sumeru's reputation as the city of wisdom. Needless to say, this device.
You can look at me all you want, dude. You're a fucking ox. You don't need all that extra food. You already fucking ate a whole bowl.
Great. Next up,
You fat bastard. Quit. That's my slipper. You eat my slipper, I'm gonna fight you. I will fight you. Leave my slipper be, you bastard.
we have something important to say to Kale before we leave. Is she doing better now?
Yes, she's doing much better. After being confined to her bed all this time, I thought a little walk would do her some good. Last I saw her, she was taking the path towards the North Crossing. She knew you two would be leaving soon, so she must have wanted to see you off.
Thanks, Kainari. All right, let's go.
Farewell, and good luck to you both.
That dude, I feel like Angel Distant Alistair. Like, your ears, I want to pet them. Let me touch your ears.
For you two. Never mind. I guess I should just wish you two a safe and successful journey.
Thanks for waiting here just to see us off, Kale. We're headed to Sumeru City.
Don't worry about me. I can take care of myself. My condition won't be getting in the way of my duties. I want to be a forest ranger after all. It's up to me and the others to protect the rainforest here. And, I'm sorry. I should have told you both about my condition when we first met.
There's a new plant behind you.
I just wanted you two to treat me as a normal friend. Not some girl that needs your sympathy. But I guess now I understand that the most important thing is for friends to be genuine with one another.
There's no need to apologize, Kale.
I had to whip my dog's ass because he tried taking my slipper. And then this motherfucker, dead ass, is barking at the wind.
About your condition, but that's because we're friends and we care about you.
Thank you.
I need a new animal. I think mine's broken. Should have got the warranty.
Before you leave, I have something for you.
You should have gotten a cat.
What is it?
I have a cat. I have 2 dogs and a cat.
You should have gotten another cat.
Remember?
Yeah,
I don't like.
scratch that. You should have gotten 3 cats.
Listen, I like my cat, but I hate my cat because he's starting to now mark his territory in the house.
I hope that whenever you eat them,
He's pissing and spraying everywhere.
It's because you have 2 dogs.
Dude,
One
my
cat.
cat. No, it's because my cat's a male. Male cats like to mark their territories, especially when there's other.
Females do too.
Yeah, but my cat's only doing it because I don't have a washer or dryer, so I have to go to my dad's house to do clothes, and my dad has 2 boy cats down there. So what I think it is, whenever I bring the clothes back, it smells like the cats and shit, especially the bags that they're in. So he's just like trying to mark his territory, thinking another cat's in the house. Yeah, which I mean, I can be mad about it. Yeah, I can be mad about it, but I can't really be mad because he's doing what he's programmed to do as a fucking cat. I mean, shit, I'd be the same way, man. If I smelled another man on Birdie, I'm fighting. I told the cat I was gonna piss on him if he kept pissing on my shit. He gave me that, like, fuck you, I dare you look. I launched my cat this morning because he laid on my arm and I didn't realize he was trying to cuddle. He scared the shit out of me and I fucking launched out of bed and launched his ass off the bed.
Wow.
All you heard was is this round.
Wow, no wonder your cat's marking his territory. Showing you not to mess with him.
I'll fucking mark my territory on him like shit. You don't scare a man while he's sleeping.
Oh, I was in the air.
The wind knows me.
Bitch, you can't do that any other time.
Time to go. Time to go.
Ooh.
Into the wind. Attaboy!
Got him.
I'm on a roll.
What are you? Oh, this is a cool looking lion, I think it's supposed to be.
Sumeru City! We finally made it! Oh, did you see that? When those people entered the city, something on their heads lit up.
One moment, please, you two. It appears this is your first time visiting Sumeru City.
Oh, yeah, that's right. But how did you know that?
Because there's currently no information on either of you in the Akasha. But no need to worry, that won't prevent you from entering the city. In fact, the Academia conveniently provides each traveler to Sumeru City with a device. Perhaps you two have heard of the Akasha before. It's our beloved Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's lasting legacy, a treasure trove of collected knowledge. After centuries of tireless research on the Akasha, the Academia
Why does that dude have a
created one of its
scimitar in the
most
rainforest?
ingenious inventions, the Akasha Terminal. As long as you are within Sumeru's borders, you may use an Akasha terminal to connect directly to the Akasha and access any knowledge you need. I should mention that due to technical limitations, the operation of Akasha terminals will be much smoother and more effective in large cities such as Sumeru City and Port Ormos.
Oh, so this is the thing that Tainari was telling us about. It sounds pretty amazing.
You two are quite fortunate. Until recently, it was standard practice to only issue Akasha terminals to outlanders who spent an extended amount of time in Sumeru. However, this policy was recently changed, and now all travelers are issued one upon arrival. Here are your Akasha terminals. Please handle them with care.
It kinda looks like a leash.
To activate it, simply hold it in your hand and say the following phrase to yourself. May the mighty God bless us with their voice of wisdom.
Oh, since this little doodad lets you access knowledge, maybe we can use it to find a way to meet Lesser Lord Kusanali. Let's give it a try. May the mighty God bless us with their voice of wisdom.
Whoa.
Something clicked, and Paimon suddenly knew how to use this thing. It seems all we need to do is concentrate on what we want to know.
You got Dragon Ball Fighters, right?
You get it.
No, I'm not a Dragon Ball fan.
Aw.
Exactly.
You don't even, not even just to beat people up.
And with that,
That's what Mortal Kombat's for. That, Smash Bros, and now Multiverses.
Always be your guide.
Multiverses is my shit.
Smash Bros is mine, along with Mortal Kombat when I'm not facing ghosts.
500 years ago, the sages found a newly born deity from within some squished ruins.
I'm ass at Mortal Kombat. I can admit it.
I'm decent, but playing a ghost, I'm absolute dog shit.
Next, let's concentrate on asking how to meet her. Paimon doesn't sense anything. The Akasha didn't respond to Paimon's question. Oh, come on! Focusing on this question feels like when you have something you're trying to remember and it's on the tip of your tongue, but you just can't think of it. Paimon's brain is exhausted. Oh, smart idea. But what are you going to ask it? too? Well... Huh. Could it be because we're Outlanders and we've only just arrived in Sumeru? You know, maybe we're not qualified to receive an answer to this sort of question or something. Uh-oh. Paimon's getting all teary-eyed all of a sudden. It feels like the people of Sumeru really missed their Archon. Well, seems no matter which way we try, we can't find anything that'll lead us to Lesser Lord Kusanali. Guess our only choice now is to try meeting with the researcher that Tainari recommended. He's from Sumeru and even has a position in the Academia. Maybe he'll be able to access more info from the Akasha. Let's see. Tainari wrote an address on the letter's envelope.
Wait, that's what I mean.
Let's head over and have a look. Hopefully he's at home.
Who says there aren't benefits to a
Treasure
life of
Street.
wandering?
Give me all the recipes you have. All of them.
Time to go.
Ad Astra Abyssa. Ad Astra Ab...
Dispatch character. Oh, nothing worthwhile yet, so me. Aha! Somebody got some recipes. Ah, he's got a bunch of them. Good. Good. We'll take all your recipes. Ooh. New ingredient, too. Spice. Run low on fish too, so might as well get that. Let's see. Minty bean soup. And bad fish roll. There's a 2-star dish. Right? Maybe that one. Nope, this one. Hey, shawarma! I can make the shawarma now. Yes. Delicious.
Time to go.
Let's see what the smithy has up here. Anything new? No, I still need quite a bit of white iron for that spear. Excuse me.
Time to go.
Alright guys, that's going to do it for the stream. I'm really enjoying this DLC. Or DLC update. I'll catch you guys next stream.